Alright guys, so this is actually a foldable that came from inside of your journal, but most of your journals are sitting here on the shelf, so that's not going to do you a lot of good. So I thought I would just go over this again with you. So yesterday's video really talked about the input, or the independent and dependent, which independent is going to be input, so that means dependent would be output. Alright, independent variable is always going to be on the x-axis whenever we're looking at a graph. So that means that the dependent has to be on the y-axis. Okay, things like time are typically going to be up here, whereas something like money is typically going to be a dependent variable. Not always, but typically. Alright, so that's what you had in your journal on that part. And if we look at some examples, alright, so example 1 says, Danny opened a savings account with $50 and deposited $10 each week for 4 weeks. So we need to know what our input is and our output, or our independent and our dependent. So our independent variable is going to be one that, even if the dependent went away, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep occurring. So if I think about that and I look at my two options, I have weeks and I have money. Well, time's going to keep passing by. Now, money won't be earned unless it's being deposited. That depends upon, the money depends upon the weeks. So my independent variable is going to be number of weeks. Terrible F, okay? Whereas my dependent variable is going to be money saved. And if I look up here for my relationship, then I'm going to have, remember this would be your X, this would be your Y. It's going to be, I am adding 50 every time. Okay, so over here, example 3, we have a graph as opposed to a table. Derek's earnings from lawn mowing is shown in the graph below. So we have number of lawns mowed and then our earnings. Well, we've also said up above that whatever's on our x-axis is our independent. So here's my x-axis, it's even labeled. So we know number of lawns mowed is going to go here. Okay, so my dependent variable has to be my other thing, which is earnings, so that's going to still be money. And the more you mow, the more you're going to make. So we have earnings. Alright, then how much is earned per lawn? If I look, I have 2 lawns at $50. So if 2 are 50, and I want to make that 2 of 1, I'm going to divide. I'm going to have $25. Alright, like I said, you've already done this, so you're probably like, oh yeah, I remember. It was just, I have your journals, so that's not going to be a lot of help to you. So I just wanted to refresh your memory. If you have any questions whenever you get to your assignment, please don't hesitate to ask me. That's what I'm here for.